Nare Takbir! Canada! Canada! Nare Takbir!
Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Malik, for that introduction and for welcoming me to this year's Jalsa Salana Convention with the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat in Canada. Et merci, Navdeep, de nous accueillir à Mississauga et pour tout ton leadership en tant que ministre. It's wonderful to be here with you all today. Let me take a moment to recognize our outstanding MPs and ministers here as well, people who are gathering around me now who never stop working on behalf of this community, like Judy Scrow, who leads the Parliamentary Friends of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat, or Deb Schulte, Gagan Sikand, and Yasmin Ratansi, who share in iftar dinners from Ottawa to Mississauga. And I also want to give a huge shout out to the volunteers who make this event possible. You're an example of what happens when people step up and pitch in. Because this community doesn't just talk the talk. When folks need help getting back on their feet, you're there with food banks and shelters. When people have lost their homes because of conflict or faced persecution because of their faith, you're there supporting newcomers. And in times of tragedy, when your fellow Canadians need you most, you're there. After the unthinkable violence on Yonge Street and the Danforth, you set up vigils and stood alongside your neighbors as they mourned and healed. My friends, that commitment to the people around you, to the knowledge that we are stronger together, has never been more important. Because the values of unity and inclusion are under threat. The reality, as uncomfortable as it is to recognize, is that even here in Canada, Muslim Canadians are facing the backlash firsthand. Slurs yelled in the street, vile comments on social media, mosques defaced with graffiti. That's not something we can ignore, and not just because it's wrong, but because it's dangerous. In the wake of Sainte-Foy and Christchurch, we've seen what intolerance can do. And it's not only Muslim Canadians who are facing this hatred. Just look at the toxic rhetoric rearing its head in the form of anti-Semitism as Jewish communities experience threats, vandalism, and attacks. This is the time for all of us to act, and you are showing us the way forward. Facing persecution around the world, it would be easy for Ahmadi Muslims to turn inwards. But you do something incredibly brave instead. When I sat down with His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad in Ottawa, he shared his message of peace and justice, of love for all, hatred for none. Il y a vraiment rien de plus canadien que ça. On est un pays où tout le monde est égal et tout le monde est libre de pratiquer sa religion. Une démocratie où la voix de chacun et chacune est entendue et valorisée. When our party created the Charter of Rights and Freedoms almost 40 years ago, it was because we knew that those vital rights and freedoms must never be called into question. Well, today, that's something we have to keep defending. Because there are leaders who think some people are less Canadian than others, and who would use Islamophobia once again at the ballot box. There are politicians who think that it's the government's place to tell women or anyone what they can or cannot wear. It's up to us to say no. No to hatred. No to fear. And no to intolerance. So here's my promise to you. Just like you are there for your neighbors, we will be there for you. Whether it's Ruby Sahota joining the groundbreaking for the new mosque in Brampton, or Ikra Khalid working with the Ahmadiyya Muslim Women Association. This team, from Rob Oliphant to Francesco Sorbara to Minister Hussein, is listening to what matters to you. We will always stand with Muslim Canadians and with the Ahmadiyya community. We will always condemn Islamophobia, just like we condemn anti-Semitism and hatred in every form. And we will always speak up for freedom of religion and for human rights here in Canada and around the world. Bien sûr, on ne peut pas nous concentrer uniquement sur une seule partie de la vie des gens. Chaque personne, peu importe sa foi, mérite une chance égale de réussir. On a promis d'aider les gens de la classe moyenne et on tient parole, que ce soit avec l'allocation canadienne pour enfants qui met plus d'argent dans les poches des gens ou en investissant dans le transport collectif. We promised Canadians we would stand up for the middle class, and thanks to the hard work of people like Omar Al-Khabra, Salma Zahid, Kamal Kara, and Ramesh Sangha, that's exactly what we've done. Come October, Canadians will have a choice to make between continuing to move forward or going backwards. That's an important decision, because it's our chance to keep building a Canada where we celebrate the differences that make us stronger and where we look to the future with hope. Together, we can continue to make this country as generous, as kind, and as brave as your community. So thank you for everything you do as Ahmadiyya Muslims, but also as Canadians. Merci beaucoup, mes amis. May peace and blessings be upon you.